Hey there, fellow traveler. Welcome aboard Travel Vibes. If you've got cruise dreams dancing in your head, a suitcase packed with sunscreen and snacks, and a countdown clock ticking down to sail away, this video is your boarding pass to a smoother start. Picture this. You're finally at the cruise terminal. Ocean breeze in your hair, excitement bubbling like a soda can on a hot day. But then, oops. One tiny mistake, the kind you didn't even know was a mistake, turns your dream departure into a hot mess. Sound familiar? If you're like most young-at-heart travelers, busy juggling apps, outfits, and Instagram stories, you're here because you want to do things right. Maybe you're planning your first cruise ever. Or maybe you've cruised before, but want to skip the chaos this time. Either way, you're in the right place. So hit that subscribe button and stick around, because I'm about to reveal the 25 biggest cruise boarding day mistakes you're still making, and how to dodge them like a pro. Let's dive in. Mistake 1. Underestimating the cruise app. Let's start with a mistake that's surprisingly common: skipping the cruise line's mobile app. If you think it's just another cluttered download, think again. This little app is your all-in-one cruise toolkit. It's your boarding pass, daily planner, ship map, dinner reservation system, and excursion scheduler, all in your pocket. The key? Don't wait until you're at the terminal with shaky Wi-Fi and a forgotten password. Download it a few weeks in advance. Link your reservation, check in online, and explore the features before your vacation even starts. If you're cruising from the US, whether it's your first sailing or your fifth, this app helps you skip the chaos and start relaxing sooner. Trust me, skipping the app in 2025 is like showing up without your toothbrush. It won't ruin your trip, but it'll sure make things harder than they need to be. Mistake 2. Treating online check-in like a last-minute chore. Okay, so you've downloaded the app. Great start. But don't stop there. Mistake number 2 is thinking online check-in can wait until the night before departure. Or worse, until you're in line at the terminal. Cruise lines usually open online check-in 30 to 45 days before you sail. And trust me, checking in early isn't just about getting it over with. It actually earns you a better arrival time slot. That means less standing around, faster boarding, and yes, earlier access to lunch and loungers. If you're the kind of traveler who triple-checks flight times, packs a week early, or always sits by the window, online check-in should be your best friend. Wait too long, and you might end up boarding hours later than everyone else, tired, hungry, and wondering why there's already a line at the hot tub. So don't delay. As soon as check-in opens, log in, knock it out, and get one step closer to that first cocktail at sea. Mistake 3. Waiting until you're on board to treat yourself. All right, so you've checked in early feeling like a cruise pro already. But don't get too comfortable just yet. Here comes another common misstep: waiting until you're on board to book those fun extras. Now, if you're the kind of traveler who loves a morning massage, a fancy steakhouse dinner, or a zipline adventure through the jungle, do not wait to book them. Cruise lines are smart. They know once you're on board, you're in vacation mode, and more likely to spend without thinking twice. But here's the kicker: booking before you sail often gets you better prices, better times, and actual availability. Wait too long, and that relaxing spa appointment or romantic dinner might be fully booked, or twice the price. So if you're cruising from the US, especially during peak season, check your email and cruise planner early. You'll often spot pre-cruise deals for drink packages, internet, excursions, even Broadway-style shows. Trust me, your wallet and your sanity will thank you for being a little extra ahead of time. Mistake 4. Thinking you can just wing it with onboard activities. So you've booked the extras. Nice, but don't stop there. Mistake number 4 is assuming you can just stroll around the ship and decide later what you want to do. Spoiler alert, by then, all the good stuff might be gone. Let's face it, today's cruise ships are floating amusement parks. We're talking laser tag, escape rooms, cooking classes, wine tastings, water slides the size of small highways. But here's the thing: everyone else on board wants to try them too. If you're a curious traveler who likes to try something new each day, especially if you're sailing with family, friends, or grandkids, timing is everything. Most cruise lines let you reserve big-ticket activities right when you board using the app or at a kiosk. Don't wait until day 3. By then, you'll be sipping coffee next to a sign that says, "Fully booked." Want to ride the water slide without a 2-hour wait? Reserve early. Be the smart cruiser who plays before the crowd wakes up. Mistake 5. Arriving at the port like it's a Black Friday sale. Let's clear something up. Cruise terminals aren't first come, first board anymore. If you're still showing up at 9 a.m. hoping to be the first one on the ship, it's time for a 2025 update. Cruise lines now give you a designated boarding window. And yes, they actually mean it. So if your check-in time is 1 p.m., showing up at 10:30 doesn't give you a head start. It just puts you in a sea of grumpy early birds standing in line with no air conditioning. For most US-based cruisers, whether you're flying in from Chicago, driving down from Atlanta, or Ubering in from a local hotel, the trick is simple. Plan backwards. Coordinate your shuttle or taxi to arrive just 15 to 30 minutes before your slot. Not too early, not too late. And remember, the ship isn't going anywhere without you. Unless you're stuck in traffic because you arrived way off schedule. Arrive smart, not stressed. That's how savvy travelers board. Mistake 6. Rolling the dice by traveling on embarkation day. Alright, let's talk timing. And this one's a biggie. If you're planning to fly, drive, or teleport to the port on the very same day your cruise leaves, well, you're playing a dangerous game. One word, risk. Flight delays, highway pileups, missed connections. Murphy's Law loves a good vacation story, and nothing screams panic mode louder than watching your ship sail away while you're still stuck in airport security. That's why seasoned U.S. cruisers, whether they're coming from Denver, Dallas, or just down the interstate, always arrive a day early. Yep, they book a nearby hotel, grab a good meal, maybe even enjoy a sunset stroll, and sleep soundly knowing they're already close to the port. Bonus tip. Many cruise-friendly hotels offer shuttle service and free parking, which saves money and makes morning boarding a breeze. So be smart. Show up the night before, avoid the chaos, and start your cruise well-rested, not racing the clock in flip-flops. Mistake 7. Thinking your luggage will teleport to your cabin. Alright, let's set the record straight. Cruise ships may feel magical, but your luggage? It doesn't have a fairy godmother. If you don't label it right, it could end up doing laps around the Caribbean without you. This is one of those small tasks that can save you from a giant headache. You need to print your luggage tags before embarkation day, with your full name, ship name, and cabin number clearly visible. Tape isn't enough. Staples? Meh. Pro move? Invest a few bucks in reusable luggage tag holders. They're waterproof, easy to attach, and won't rip off the moment your bag hits the curb. Most seasoned U.S. cruisers, especially those flying in from out of state, swear by them, because nothing kills the vacation mood faster than your swimwear winding up in someone else's suite. Label it right, and your bag will find its way to your cabin while you enjoy lunch by the pool. Cocktail in hand, stress-free. Mistake 8. Trying to be a one-person luggage parade. Okay, let's talk about the moment you board. There's excitement in the air, steel drums in the background. And there you are, dragging 3 oversized suitcases through the atrium like it's a strongman competition. Don't do it. Dragging all your bags on board might seem like a way to stay in control, especially for folks who like to keep everything close. But trust me, you're just making your first hours on board way harder than they need to be. Use the porters. That's what they're there for. They'll tag your bags, safely load them, and you'll have them delivered straight to your stateroom in just a few hours. Meanwhile, your hands stay free for the important things, like grabbing a slice of pizza or snapping a selfie at the sail-away party. For U.S. travelers flying in or road tripping with kids, this tip is gold. Just keep your essentials in a carry-on, we'll get to that next, and let the big bags ride in style. Mistake 9. Forgetting to pack a carry-on like a pro. Let's be honest, no matter how smooth your boarding is, you probably won't see your stateroom until mid-afternoon. And your checked bags? They might take even longer. That's why a well-packed carry-on is your day one survival kit. This one's especially important for older cruisers, solo travelers, or parents cruising with kids. You want your essentials with you, not somewhere lost in luggage limbo. So what should go in your carry-on? Start with your medications, travel documents, and chargers. Then toss in a swimsuit, sunglasses, sunscreen, maybe a light jacket, And of course, your cruise card or ID. And if your cruise allows it, don't forget that one precious bottle of wine per person. Yes, it's allowed. No, it won't survive in checked luggage. Bring it on board with style. Bottom line, pack your carry-on like someone who knows what's coming. Because once that ship sets sail, you'll want everything you need right by your side, not somewhere in the belly of Deck 2. Mistake 10. Trusting the internet at the cruise terminal. So you've downloaded the app, checked in early, packed the perfect carry-on, feeling unstoppable, right? But wait, what happens when you get to the terminal and your phone won't load your boarding pass? Here's the thing, most travelers, especially those used to fast Wi-Fi and 5G everywhere, forget. Cruise terminals are notorious for spotty signal. You've got thousands of people, concrete walls, and everyone refreshing the same screen at once. That's why smart cruisers, from tech-savvy millennials to boomers who've mastered travel hacks, always print their boarding pass or save a screenshot in their photo gallery. Don't rely on the cloud when you're about to sail across it. Imagine finally arriving at the gate, ready for paradise, and then standing there, helplessly watching the spinning wheel of doom on your phone screen. Not cute. So, do yourself a favor. Print it. Screenshot it. Tattoo it if you must. Okay, maybe not that far. Just make sure you can access it, Wi-Fi or not. Mistake 11. Leaving the most important document at home. Alright, let's talk about the one thing more important than your swimsuit or even your cruise card, your passport or ID. Sounds obvious, right? You'd be surprised how many travelers, even seasoned ones, arrive at the terminal with everything, except the one thing that actually gets them on the ship. So here's your reminder. Double-check your ID or passport the night before and then triple-check it before leaving for the port. For US-based cruisers, your passport must be valid for at least 6 months past your return date. And yes, expired means expired, even if it's only by a day. Doing an international itinerary? You may also need a visa, depending on the countries you're visiting. And those don't show up magically in your inbox overnight. Keep your passport in your carry-on, not buried in your checked luggage, because no one wants to explain to their grandkids why they didn't make it on the cruise, because of one forgotten document. Mistake 12. Packing like you're moving in. Let's be honest, we've all done it. You open the suitcase and think, well, what if I need this just in case? Next thing you know, you've packed 12 outfits for a 5-day cruise, plus shoes for every possible mood. Sound familiar? The reality is cruise cabins, especially for most US-based cruisers booking standard rooms, are not walk-in closets. Space is limited, drawers are tiny, and floor space? You'll want to keep that for walking, not tiptoeing over a pile of sandals. So here's the pro move. Pack smart, not scared. Choose clothes you can mix and match. Go for lightweight layers, pick wrinkle-resistant fabrics, and leave the "what if I go to a black tie masquerade ball on day 4" outfit at home. Remember, cruise casual is the norm, and laundry services exist if you really need that extra shirt. Overpacking only guarantees one thing: a chaotic cabin and a confused you. Mistake 13. Thinking you're too cool for the muster drill. Alright, I get it. You've cruised before. You know where the lifeboats are. You can probably recite the safety speech by heart. But, let me be clear, skipping the muster drill isn't a badge of honor, it's just a rookie mistake in disguise. Yes, you still have to do it, even if this is your 20th time on the high seas. Luckily, cruise lines have gotten smarter. No more standing in rows with life jackets in the heat. Now most ships offer e-muster drills, and they're over in a flash. Just watch a quick video on your phone or cabin TV, then check in at your assigned muster station. That's it. No drama, no lines. Unless, of course, you forget, then your name goes out over the intercom like a kid called to the principal's office. So do yourself and the crew a favor, complete your muster drill right after boarding. It's quick, it's painless, and it lets you move on to the fun stuff, like poolside pina coladas and zero responsibility. Mistake 14. Smuggling forbidden stuff like it's a spy mission. Ah yes, the classic, maybe they won't notice mindset. Look, cruise ships aren't the Wild West. There are rules. And if you try sneaking in a forbidden item, you'll get caught faster than someone cutting the buffet line. You'd be surprised how many travelers, even experienced ones, try to board with things like clothes steamers, scented candles, power strips, or even drones. One guy last year even tried to bring a waffle maker. A waffle maker. Unless you're traveling with the Food Network crew, leave the kitchen appliances at home. And yes, that includes alcohol, unless your cruise line allows a bottle of wine per adult. Anything beyond that, it'll be confiscated and returned at the end of the trip. If you're lucky. Every cruise line has its own list of banned items. U.S. travelers, especially those cruising from Florida or the West Coast, should check their line's policy before they pack. Because nothing says awkward like having your carry-on opened in front of a line of strangers. And out pops a hot plate. Mistake 15. Boarding the ship with no idea where anything is. Cruise ships these days? They're basically floating cities. And just like in any city, if you don't know where you're going, you'll end up lost. Probably near the laundry room when you meant to find the pizza bar. Yes, your cruise app has deck maps. But let's be honest, are you really going to zoom in and out of tiny icons every time you're hungry or need a bathroom? Smart cruisers, especially families, older adults, and first-timers from across the U.S., take a little time right after boarding to explore the ship. Start at the top deck where all the action happens. Pools, slides, sports courts. Then slowly work your way down through lounges, theaters, and dining rooms. You'll discover hidden gems like quiet reading corners or a cozy wine bar that everyone else won't find until day 4. And when the crowds are wandering in circles, you'll already know where to go. Like a cruise ninja. Mistake 16. Rushing to your room like it's a race. We know the feeling. You've boarded, you're holding your carry-on, and all you want to do is drop your bag, flop on the bed, and breathe in that new cabin smell. But hold up, your room probably isn't ready yet. Most cruise lines, especially those sailing from busy U.S. ports like Miami or Galveston, don't open stateroom hallways until around 1:30 to 2 p.m. And those fire doors? Yeah, they're locked for a reason. Trying to sneak in early only gets in the crew's way. They're flipping hundreds of rooms in just a couple hours. So do them and yourself a favor. Skip the hallway detour and go enjoy the ship. Grab a bite, take a tour, or sip something tropical with a tiny umbrella. When your room's actually ready, you'll hear an announcement. Until then, treat the ship like your giant floating playground. Let the crew work their magic. Trust me, your pillows will be fluffed and waiting. Mistake 17. Believing the buffet is your only hope for food. You made it on board, you're hungry, and boom, there's the buffet. Crowds everywhere, plates piled high, someone reaching over you for that mysterious potato salad that's been sitting out just a little too long. Look, the buffet may be the most obvious option, but it's far from the only one. If you're cruising from popular U.S. ports like Fort Lauderdale or Long Beach, chances are your ship has other lunch options open on embarkation day. And most of them are much quieter. Think cozy cafes, fresh pizza counters, outdoor grills, or even the main dining room with table service and no elbow battles. So before you dive headfirst into the buffet chaos, open your cruise app or glance at the daily planner. You might just find a hidden lunch spot where the food is hot, the seats are plentiful, and nobody's hovering near your table with a tray full of coleslaw. Eat smarter, not shoulder to shoulder. Mistake 18. Skipping the spa tour. Like you don't deserve pampering. Here's a little secret that veteran cruisers know well. Embarkation day is spa day. For smart people. Most travelers are busy finding their cabins or fighting for a lounger by the pool. Meanwhile, the spa? It's offering free tours, exclusive discounts, and early bird deals on massages, facials, and access to thermal suites that feel like heaven with ocean views. And guess what? Those deals are often only available on day 1. So whether you're a gym junkie, a wellness enthusiast, or a tired parent just dreaming of peace and quiet, take a few minutes after boarding to check it out. Ask questions, sniff some eucalyptus, and reserve that hot stone massage before sea days fill up. For U.S. cruisers, especially those who treat vacation as a well-earned break, this is your moment to lock in relaxation before everyone else realizes it's worth it. Don't just walk past the spa, walk in like you belong there. Because spoiler alert, you do. Mistake 19. Overlooking the hidden gems for kids and seniors. Here's something many cruisers, especially first-timers or multi-generational families, completely miss. There are entire programs designed just for your crew, whether you're sailing with grandkids or enjoying retirement freedom. If you're cruising with little ones, don't wait until day 3 to wander into the kids' club. Embarkation Day usually includes open house hours, where you and the kids can tour the space, meet the staff, and check out all the cool activities. Spoiler, there's more than just coloring books. And for our senior cruisers, yes, there's a whole world beyond buffets and bingo. Think watercolor classes, wellness workshops, enrichment lectures, even meetups for solo travelers or those who just want a good conversation without shouting over a steel drum band. US-based cruisers, especially retirees and extended families, can make their trip way more meaningful by taking advantage of these extras early. Don't miss out, they're easy to find and even easier to enjoy. Mistake 20. Treating your suitcase like a mobile closet. Here's a quick reality check. Your cruise cabin isn't a hotel suite, and your suitcase, it's not a dresser. Too many cruisers, especially those on shorter sailings, make the mistake of living out of their luggage for the entire trip. And what does that get you? Wrinkled clothes, missing socks, and a floor that turns into a tripping hazard every morning. As soon as your stateroom is ready and your bags arrive, take 10 minutes to unpack properly. Hang up your nicer clothes, roll up your casual wear in drawers, and this is key, slide your suitcase under the bed. Boom. Space saved. Stress reduced. This one's especially helpful for US travelers cruising with limited storage or older adults who just want to move around safely without stepping over shoes and swimwear all week. You'll feel more at home, more organized, and way less annoyed when you're not digging for your toothbrush in the dark. Mistake 21. Treating day 1 like a cruise Olympics. Let's be real, stepping onto a cruise ship for the first time feels like entering Disney World at warp speed. There's so much to see, so much to do, and only one instinct: do it all, right now. But here's the truth, you're not racing the clock, you're on vacation. Trying to ride the water slide, book the spa, tour the gym, eat 3 lunches, and still make it to the sail-away party, that's a fast track to burnout. And possibly needing a nap before dinner. For US travelers, whether you're cruising from New York, Seattle, or sunny Miami, the better strategy is to ease in. Take a dip in the pool, grab a drink, walk the deck, and watch the coastline fade behind you. Let your body and brain switch from rush to relax. The ship's not going anywhere. And guess what? That zip line will still be there tomorrow, probably with a shorter line. Pace yourself. This is not a sprint. It's 7 days of floating bliss. Mistake 22. Forgetting to peek at the daily schedule like a pro. Here's a fun cruise truth. Not everything happens every day. Some activities, like cooking classes or trivia tournaments, only run on sea days, while others, like spa deals and quiet time at the pool, are best enjoyed during port days, when half the ship is ashore chasing souvenirs. But too many cruisers, especially US travelers juggling time zones, jet lag, and early breakfast slots, completely forget to check the daily planner or cruise app. And by the time they realize the art auction they wanted was yesterday, it's too late. Don't wing it. Each evening, take 2 minutes to check what's coming up tomorrow. Some days are packed with live music and shows, others offer peaceful time for that nap you've been dreaming about since last Tuesday. Your cruise is a buffet of experiences, and the daily schedule is your menu. Don't let surprises sneak up on you unless they're sunset cocktails. Those are always welcome. Mistake 23. Forgetting your manners at the terminal. Let's face it, cruise embarkation day can be a little chaotic. Long lines, buzzing announcements, excited families, and 1,000 people all trying to get through security at once. But here's the thing. The port staff and crew aren't trying to ruin your day. They're working hard to get everyone on board safely and efficiently. And guess what? A little patience goes a long way. Whether you're a first-time cruiser from Chicago or a seasoned traveler out of Fort Lauderdale, the terminal staff are your first friendly faces on this journey. Barking at them because the line is slow? Not exactly the vibe you want to set for your vacation. Especially for older cruisers or travelers with mobility concerns, the crew is there to assist. Let them. Be kind, smile, crack a joke. Trust me, it makes the process easier for everyone. and might even get you a warmer welcome once you're on board. Cruise tip: good vibes start at the terminal gate. Mistake 24. Rolling your eyes at the welcome aboard photo. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Do I really need another photo of myself standing awkwardly in front of a giant ship? And the answer is, maybe not, but probably yes. That welcome aboard photo might seem cheesy in the moment, especially when you're sweaty, juggling bags, and just want to find your cabin. But trust me, a week from now, it'll be a sweet memory of day one, captured before the sunscreen ran out and your hair gave up on humidity. For many American cruisers, from young families to retirees sailing out of ports like Galveston or New York, it's a fun, no-pressure tradition. You're not obligated to buy the photo, but you might be surprised how much you'll love seeing it later. So go ahead, flash that tired but excited smile. You don't need to pose like a supermodel. Just be yourself. Because when you look back on your trip, that picture might just be the one that makes you say, that was the start of something amazing. Mistake 25. Forgetting to breathe and just enjoy the ride. Okay, deep breath, because this last one's a biggie. After all the planning, packing, printing, prepping, and double-checking, you're finally here. But guess what many cruisers forget to do on embarkation day? Breathe. Yes, really. There will be lines, maybe a screaming toddler, maybe your luggage takes a scenic route, maybe the Wi-Fi won't connect for a while. But none of that means your cruise is off to a bad start. It just means you're human. So take a moment, pause, and remind yourself. You're not at the office. You're not in traffic. You're about to sail off into the horizon on a floating resort. For U.S. travelers, especially busy professionals, retirees, or parents herding energetic kids, this is your cue to let go of the rush and soak it in. Smile at the crew, watch the water, feel the breeze. Your vacation has officially begun, and you've earned every peaceful second of it. Embarkation Day isn't just the start of a trip, it's your chance to set the tone for your entire cruise. And trust me, it's not about being perfect, it's about being prepared. Calm, confident, maybe even a little ahead of the crowd, because when you board smart, you cruise better. You skip the stress, you notice the little joys, and while others are still fumbling with luggage or waiting in line, you're already on vacation, mentally and physically. So the next time you sail, don't just show up like it's another checklist item. Show up like you own the moment, like you've done your homework, like you came to enjoy every second. Now go. Be the cruiser who makes Embarkation Day feel effortless, and let the ocean do the rest.